Wonderful idea.
I feel like today and tomorrow, the only these days we're gonna get.
He's been bushwalking. With the cab tractor.
Doing all right though, right?
With the AC on.
You haven't broke anything? Perfect. Gage is always looking for help.
Yeah, bushwalking.
There you go.
He had the cab tractor with the AC.
Smart boy.
Oh, my check it too.
You're not too good, aren't you?
Hey, Liz.
How are you?
Good, you?
Hey.
How you doing?
You like those sneakers?
Yeah.
They do look like summer.
Colorful, aren't they?
Yeah, they do look like summer days. How you doing, hiding back there? Oh, I thought Rocky was going to show up. Rocky was going. This is about the church, right?
Yeah.
Take your ride here, Elliot.
Missed it. To take him off the school out.
Pretty sure being at home with Dad is a little more fun than here at the meeting with us.
He wants to go bushwalking.
At least he's productive. I don't know where he was yesterday, I was cleaning out the goat pen,
He was bushwalking.
but I didn't even let him drive the tractor.
He do just fine.
That's so funny. It's not a bad thing.
So, have to do left. The dog jumped up on me.
It's getting old, that tender skin.
Yeah. I had a tetanus shot, so I'm all set.
Shades. I figured it was the bird. The killer bird.
Doesn't want to go.
That's one more here.
Anyway.
I was gonna say, I stayed the hell away from that bird.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
It's a killer carrot.
Yeah.
You finally got one nice day, huh?
Yeah. In a part of the lawn mowed.
I got one I couldn't.
We won't say it too loud, but
Small
tomorrow's
pond
supposed to
down
be
on my
nice
lower
too.
lawn. 6 inches of
Leave it
standing
2 days
water
ago.
down there, can't even mow.
Like when
My
the water.
lawnmower bogs down, shut quits, it sinks down so much, it's terrible.
That's like the dog pen, which never has standing water, has puddles
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep. Terrible.
Ready for sunshine.
I am too.
Germination,
75 would be good though, instead of this.
85.
Yeah, yep. When I left it was, or was it about 90?
So do lady slippers come back, or?
Yeah, yeah, they haven't expanded, I don't think they like that spot where I put them. I put them up where the wild lady slippers are, it's a little on the dry side. I think,
Yeah, they want woodsy.
Call the meeting
Yeah.
to order.
yeah,
We'll pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All the warrants have been signed. Anybody note any errors or omissions from the Town and Area Selectmen meeting minutes for June 20th, 2023?
I do not see him, and I'll make a motion we accept him as read.
I will second the motion.
Been moved and seconded that we accept the town of Newry selectmen meeting minutes for June 20th, 2023. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
In favor. We do have an agenda addition, one for the Thai Kai workshop, and senior players will pick that up at the end. Announcements? Public comment? There is no public hearing or possible action. Items for discussion and possible action. Choose select board chair and vice chair.
I would nominate Gary for chair.
I will second that motion.
I've heard it again.
Well, you've been doing it for so long, I
He's
think.
up on it.
Been moved in second that I be the chair. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
We haven't had a vice chair, but we probably should.
Probably should, in case you
While we're
can.
on here.
Right.
I guess I will nominate Virgil Concrete for the chair.
I will second that motion.
You'd like to play.
And moved and seconded that we elect Virgil Concrete to be chair, vice chair.
You trying to get rid of it.
Vice chair.
Try twice.
All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor?
Abstain.
Good try, good try.
Approval of committee appointments.
I've got one thing that I'd like to say about that, before we get it here.
Okay.
There would like to have an alternate for the Medicare ambulance, because there's been many times, there's been like 4 times in the last year, that they didn't have a quorum. It wasn't on my part, because I've been to every one of the meetings, but they're looking to, so if you can't make it for some particular reason, you can send an alternate.
That wasn't the last meeting.
Yeah,
We didn't get anybody.
well,
But we'll
I'm just
put it out there some
Put it
more.
out there.
suggesting it again.
Okay.
And where are those monthly meetings? How long?
No, they're about quarterly, you get about 4 a year. They're at the Medicare ambulance in Mexico.
That might help us get a person.
Okay, I'll read down through. Sexton, Virgil Concord, CEO, LPI, Deputy Road Commissioner, Joel Corey. Now, the Assistant CEO, LPI, is Bethel, but right now, does Bethel have one?
Well, he's still there, but he's given his notice, so.
So,
It could still say Bethel, whoever, that covers whoever it is.
Right.
Welfare Director, Loretta Powers. E91 Addressing Officer, Joel Corey. Medicare Board, Virgil Concord. volunteer to be an alternate, if that will make things easier. Unless you want it, Mandy.
Oh, I think that's
It
perfect.
doesn't have to be a selectman, it could be anybody, but
So you could volunteer unless we get somebody else.
it's okay, as an alternate.
Planning Board Secretary Rebecca Bean, Dog Warden Susan Milligan, but she's not doing it anymore.
But she's still covering us right now, till we get somebody else.
She is,
She is, I
For
called
this
her.
town.
I called her for a few times.
Health Officer, Joel Corey, Freedom of Information Officer, Loretta Powers, Town Clerk, Loretta Powers, Treasurer, Loretta Powers, Tax Collector, Loretta Powers.
Make a motion, we accept them as you read them and run the sheet.
Second that.
It moves the second that we accept or appoint the annual appointments. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
In favor. Committee reappointments, 2024, Planning Board, John Roche, Chair. He's up in 2025, Bruce Spears.
He said he'd go up again, so he'll be done in 26, because he was up this year.
Okay, so Bruce will go again, and
Yes.
this is, yes, right now is when they would be out if they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Ted Baker would be next year, right, 2024?
Yeah.
And we still have 2 vacants. Nobody has stepped forward and
Not yet. We did have an inquiry, but they were not a US citizen. And then we had another one, but we haven't heard back, so still vacant.
Appeals Board, we do not have.
No, and we need people to serve on that. In fact, we've only had like 2 appeals since I've been working for the town, maybe 3. Ever.
So right now, we still have to put that out there.
Yes,
And we need 3 of them.
I believe so, yes.
Sunny River Schoolhouse Committee, Anita Taylor, Jill Kinney, Bambi Baker. Cemetery, Robert Lowell, Cronkite, Charles Bean. Road Committee, Alan Fleet, Virgil Cronkite.
I'll make a motion that we reappoint those committee members as read.
I'll second it. All those in favor?
In- But I'm on a couple places there. I'll abstain for myself, but I'll go along with everybody else.
I vote in favor for all of them.
In favor for all? Sign RP and BP tax abatements, they've already been approved.
Yes, these are just the forms that Rob makes up for you. The official.
He said he was gonna get back to us.
Yes.
I guess I make a motion that we sign them.
I'll second that.
I will vote in favor of that.
Well, I guess I wanna, this other one that was like for Sunday River and Boyne.
That was their tree growth. They pulled some land out of tree growth.
Right, but I mean, did we already talk about that?
No, I don't think we did.
When Rob was here, he talked to you about it, saying that they
Paid them.
paid the money already. He just hadn't written anything else. When he was here, he,
Okay.
yeah,
We get money for this.
Right,
Yes, we do. Just want to be clear.
just double checking.
Yep.
It's only It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor?
It's been,
In favor.
In favor. We have a request for July 26th for training, and that's here or something you're all going to?
So we have to go to in Augusta. It's municipal law, I know it's a law class, but I don't know what it is.
What day of the week is that?
Wednesday.
oh, everybody's going,
Yeah, all of us.
Jolene going through?
No, and she's off that day anyway for something else.
Okay.
Doctors.
It's a required thing, right?
Yes,
You can post it on the door.
yeah. And we'll put it on the website. So.
Do you need a motion for that?
Should.
I make a motion that we close the office on July 26th for training, staff training.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded to grant the request to close the office on July 26th for training. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
In favor. I think the church has been listed, Sally Harkins and Company. And you sent a text to us.
Yep.
Saying she wanted to know how long we're gonna carry it out.
Yeah, she wanted to know, the deadline for this. What offers, gosh, trying to total blank. Because I did bring white paper. We are asking 90,000, and she recommended we set a deadline and review all offers at the same time. Your next meeting is the 18th. Gary's on vacation. So Sally and I came up with July 13th to review all the offers, look at them all, and then choose.
That's not a lot of time.
No, but you don't want to drag it out, she said, because she's had offers already. That's all I know. And I contacted MMA attorney to see if we had to do an executive session or not, and they said no. Do it at a public hearing, so you'd have a special meeting on, it's a Thursday, the 13th.
A week from tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm in favor of that, I guess if that's what you wanna do.
And if you don't like any other meetings, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So does someone wanna make that a motion?
I will make a motion that we have a special town meeting,
Special select.
Select meeting.
special selectmen's meeting, whatever we're in right now. It's about as many people as the town meeting, so I get confused. For selectmen's meeting to review the offers on the church.
I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded that we hold a special town, a special select.
Ah, sorry. Jinxed everybody.
July 13th, to go over the office for
5 o'clock, so it's normal.
Yep.
5 o'clock. All those in favor?
In favor.
But like you said, we don't have to accept any of them.
No, you know, yeah. Whatever.
Joint select board meeting, July 31st in Woodstock, 5 to 7.
That's what they told me, unless they change it at all, but,
That's a Monday.
yes. Because we didn't want to do a Thursday. And we have our own Thursday.
So that meeting's open to the public?
The one, the joint one?
Yeah.
I believe so,
Or it'd have to be?
yeah. Last I knew it was in Woodstock, that was what I was told.
Where in Woodstock?
Town.
Their
Town
town office.
office.
I don't think I've ever been there.
About the same size as we got here.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
You know, probably
Can't wait.
If I get different, I'll, of course, keep you posted.
I think somewhere along the line that you had, well, they said it'd be able to stop.
Yeah.
Yes, Brooks?
Yes, could I make a recommendation that the town sell the schoolhouse to, or give it to the Historical Society? Because the track record of the town maintaining donated properties is pretty poor. And it would be in everybody's best interest if it was in a professional's hands.
Well, I think the difference that we've already discussed is the schoolhouse is on the historical registry.
So that doesn't matter. You can just pass it
So I
on.
think there's different rules for that.
Look into
Is
it.
that understood?
Look into it.
my suggestion
I
right
will.
now is we'll take it under advisory and bring it up at a later date.
I will second that.
On the next agenda?
At a later date, I said.
We'll take it under advisement.
10-4.
Right, we have two agenda additions. One is, like I said, for the request for permission to use the Bear River Grange for tie beginning this fall. Workshop is free and open to all adults, and enrollment limited to around 15 to 18 participants. Thursdays, 10 to 11 a.m. September 7th through November 16th. We have done this in the past, and I
She's
don't know
doing it,
why we
yeah, as we speak.
cannot continue. This is open to anybody
Yep.
in SAD 44, right?
Yep.
Right. Most of them do come out
Yeah,
of town.
I'm from everywhere.
I'll make a motion, we don't have it, I guess they can use it.
I will second that. We haven't had any issues with them.
No.
Nope. And speaking of them, she did notice that there was a broken window. Looks like somebody threw a rock through one of the windows, so Joelle went and checked it the other day. So
Guess we better get that fixed.
we gotta get the window fixed.
Back to the motion, it's been moved and seconded that we allow Tie-Fi Workshop to use the Grange Hall as in previous years. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor?
In favor. The next one, the Senior Players, a local theater group under the auspices of Western Maine Senior College, is looking for a place to hold play practices this fall. The Newry Grange would be ideal as it includes a stage and is centrally located for our acting troupe, which draws from the towns of Newry, Hanover, Bethel, and Rumford. The fall semester for the senior players concludes on November 18th with free community performances on November 17th and 18th at Gould Academy, when students are away for Thanksgiving break. Our usual schedule is to hold practices on Thursdays from 2 to 5, although we often finish earlier. We would like to use the Grange each Thursday from September 7th through November 9th. We consider a different day a week if there is a conflict, or if there is an on-off event on a Thursday afternoon, we have some backup options. I am newly taken on the role of solicitor and director of the group when we register for the fall semester of WNCSC. Thank you for your consideration. I can provide more information if needed. Sincerely, John Riley.
Just out of curiosity, do they have liability insurance if somebody falls off the stage?
We can ask them. I would assume they must, but I
would
don't know
too,
that.
but
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
many.
we're letting them use it for,
Don't know until you ask.
yeah.
So we'll table this until we hear back
Yeah.
more information. Code officer and road committee report. Anybody see anything here they want to discuss? Well, I can read it, it doesn't
The
really
only
matter.
question I had is, the way this was worded, it looked like they were gonna pave before they put the culverts in. Maybe I'm reading it wrong,
I
but,
think they've already paid them.
yeah, then it said it needed culverts, and I was just curious.
Well, that's on,
So a couple on Greenbrier, I think,
yeah. Paving and shoulder filling is completed. And skiway.
and then they've got,
I'll go what's next year.
Yeah, Timberland and Greenbrier will need some culverts replaced next year. Valley View should be moved up to this coming year for paving and several crossroad culverts replaced. So they wanna pave that road in addition to what we're already paving?
Well, next year.
Next year.
Next year, okay.
I mean, we should have the culverts put in before they pave, is what I'm thinking.
Right, I think we've already missed the one.
Yeah,
I don't know that, cause have they done some work on that?
Well, according to George, they have, but I haven't seen any bills come through. We can verify that. She could,
Welcome to Newry signs have been fabricated,
mm-hmm,
crack sealing is delayed due to the weather. Pipe in the roads will be sometime between the end of July and August, that probably depends on the weather. Ordinance that we will be back revisiting the UDRO and the UDRO application. We are researching STR and nuisance fire alarm call ordinance also. That is basically the code enforcement. Code enforcement report. Deputy Town Clerk report.
So we sent 18 liens out on properties that have paid their taxes for '23, so we're pretty proud of that. That's not very many. And that was just done on June 27th. And 3 of them have paid already, so we're down to 15, and that is really good. So yes, very happy with that. And it's about on. Keep that going.
Town administrator's report.
let's see, we already talked about closing the office for training. Joelle was asked, to do a FEMA training. So she filled out the application, I approved her application, and then they have to approve her. It's in October, and it's in Alabama, and they pay for everything. Her flight, her everything.
FEMA pays for it?
FEMA pays for everything. So where she's our EMA director, she's also code enforcement, and she's been dealing with the last 2, well, we didn't have anything in June that was worth dealing with FEMA yet, but
she could,
the May Day storm, she's been on working with them too, so,
some of those, you could learn things that you could
yes,
reword things and get grant money out of it.
yeah. So it would be to our benefit if they choose her to let her go. at the joint select board meeting, Sue's gonna cover us, she's gonna come in and sign my paper. Talked to Betsy Olton, about going over our personnel policy and some of our other bylaws and code of ethics that we have. So I'm gonna have a meeting with her next week. And like Joel said, we're still researching repeat fire alarm calls, to see what we can get from other towns. Auditor said we should have had my audit last week, I didn't get it yet, so hopefully it'll be it'll be next week, cause I leave early tomorrow for a doctor's appointment, but things have been going well. Monday was a crazy day in here, it was really busy, doing boats and ATVs and all that good stuff, so. Not much downtime.
But we did put it out there that we do non-residents.
That's right. We did get the school amounts for the year, that shows us what our rate payment is every month.
Is there any surprise from what we figured?
No. We pay $297,396. That's K through 12 and adult ed services. That's all I have.
I don't know how the rest of the select board feels about, the public comment period, if we should put one in.
Well, we already have it.
We already have one, but should we, think this over? Like how long a period of time we wanna hold it? Let people speak. We still want it in the beginning of the meeting. And we don't have to make a decision tonight, I mean,
We'll think about it.
let's think about it and go from there.
And I can also ask Betsy about it too, if you'd like.
That would probably be good, I mean, we got a thing from MSA. I guess I can read it. It's called,
It's basically, I mean, we've always had a place for it,
Right. It's always been on your agenda, right?
you know, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. It's just how you wanna handle it.
That's so that I won't speak at any time.
Well, not without asking, but you usually ask.
well,
It's not just you, it's everybody, so everybody's all on the same page. Know that they have to go through the chairman, they'll say who they are, what they want. And if you wanna have, if you have a group of people come, how long you want them to speak,
right,
30
I mean-
seconds, 2 minutes?
if we take it and you have 50, 100 questions, I mean, all we gotta do is say we can take it under advisement, I mean, we can stop at any time.
Right.
I mean,
I understand you've been schooled in that, so
yeah,
picked up on that,
I'll
yep.
read it.
So,
It's from MMA's publication.
So.
I mean,
So is there any reason why I can't get, handouts ahead of time? It was, you mentioned in a public
I can send-
meeting
The
that,
only ones I sent the handouts to are the board, nobody else gets them ahead of time, they all get the agenda like you.
in a,
Send it to you, Ted, Rose, John Walker at the chamber, they just get the agenda.
so if I came in for handouts ahead of time, could I get them?
Yeah,
Okay,
public knowledge, I just don't send them out because you push the envelope, so. Mine-
Yep. That's my job.
Well, that's right, so and I'm doing mine.
I don't see too much on this, I mean, we haven't had people, many problems as far as time for somebody to speak or anything like that, so. Well, think about it.
We can put it on the agenda for
Yeah.
next. Well, I guess that's the next thing is, I'm not gonna be here on the 18th, so we wanna go,
Okay, you're having the special meeting on the 13th. Do you want your normal meeting to be the 13th, or just the,
Yeah, good.
And cancel the 18th?
Yeah, that's
We're
my
gonna be here, so
suggestion.
much just as well.
Yeah, if I have to leave work to come to a meeting, I might as well come to a whole meeting.
Okay. Works for me.
So we're gonna cancel the 18th,
Yep. And have a meeting on the.
have a meeting on the 13th.
Yep.
And then the next meeting after that would be the 1st.
Okay. Yes. Oh, my son is over. Holy moly. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So your next meeting will be July 13th, 5 PM.
Week from tomorrow. Oh, shit. Make a motion, we adjourn the meeting 5:32.
I'll second that.
And move this thing, we adjourn the meeting at 5:32, all those in favor?
In favor?
In favor.
In favor.
This yours?
Don't we have to do anything else this time?
Pardon?
Did we do anything